there was this TikTok video of women being asked if they would rather be alone in the forest with a man or a bear, and the answers they provide won't surprise you. The majority chose the bear, and the reasons boils down to just men are scary. I was confused on why they chose the bear, and the reasons on why they chose the bear still left me confused, but understood. Personally, a bear is a bear regardless. Doesn't matter which one, I'm not going to be alone in a forest with a bear. Despite the hypothetical question and the answers, we all move on with life. But as usual, when these topics ends up translating to TikTok, then confusion turns to frustration. And it's frustrating because they have taken a small light-hearted discussion and took it to the extreme, which causes another gender battle in the never-ending gender war. So now on TikTok, the users on it were saying that these women were right into choosing a bear because bears don't.
Roofing women. It's not a bear that is involved in sex trafficking. It's not a bear that women have to fear whenever they divorce that man or break up with that man. It's not a bear.
And what is it for? Just to remind everyone that men will always be evil. They must think they are dealing with Winnie the Pooh. Let's be honest. It's true that bears don't do these things to women, and that is because bears are not attracted to female humans. They're attracted to sows, or female bears. They may not do these things to women, but they may be doing that to sows. My issue with their reasons is that they're talking as if bears are human and deal with rent and bills with the extreme scenarios they bring out.
A bear can't go on the internet and make a video undermining women's experiences. A bear attacks a woman, people aren't asking, oh, well, what was she wearing?
At least a bear wouldn't show videos and photos and dap up their buddies after. At least a bear couldn't say the words, well, she liked it, she asked for it.
What makes a bear dangerous is the fact that they're not human. They don't think like us since they don't know or care about morality. The animal kingdom is way more brutal and dangerous compared to human society. In the animal kingdom, there's no concept of consent. There are no laws, only survival. Some also point out that a bear won't do nothing to you if you leave them alone, which is true. It is also the same case when a bear approaches you and you scare them off by making loud noises. But that is not always the case when you are either in their territory, near their babies, or worse one yet, if they are hungry or angry, and they kill worse than men do, as they'll eat you alive. In the animal kingdom, animals can't even mind their own business in peace without another animal stalking or planning to eat you, in which in this scenario, humans. Even from birth, an animal is susceptible of being kidnapped and eaten. Moreover, a relationship or pleasure is the least of anyone's worries for both men and women, as the most important thing to do in the woods is to survive in there. So, with just one word, I'm going to explain things a man will do that a bear won't. Help. A simple word that means a lot. They'll help you to survive if you allow them to work with you as a team. They'll help you to find food, water, shelter, fire, and even protect you from some threats. You won't get that from a bear if you're alone from the woods. I won't ignore or act like that a guy will completely not do what these women on TikTok are speculating that a man will do. And that is a possibility. There are chances of that happening, but it's not as common as we think they are. I understand that they have this mentality that all men are evil, and it's because it's coming from their personal experience with a man. And to be honest, a person's experience does change perspective on how they view things, and that is something we can't invalidate. But there's also a thing called change, which comes from more personal experience, which could even change your previous perspective on things. And one of them is that most women on the internet think that the majority of guys have ladies in their minds 24/7 or are desperate for pleasure, but not really. Life on the internet and life outside of the internet are completely two different lives, and that is because of anonymity. I won't go too much into details about that. It just seems to me that it's actually the complete opposite. On the internet, women are scared of men, but outside of the internet, men are scared of women. I could be wrong on that, but that's just my observation, and for some, an opinion. Overall, this topic of man versus bear in the forest was a fun but confusing discussion to talk about, especially with some of their reasons. So, I made my reasons on why being with a bear is not the best creature to be with. Additionally, with TikTok being added into the fray, It made this discussion worse. Could I even call it a discussion? So yeah, that is pretty much all I can conclude about this topic. So no ending quote from me.
If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear!